Okay. So I know that you generally don't watch the video that I shared in the YouTube channel. Okay, and therefore I thought that I will not share this video and record this video anymore. Anyway, so that is the reason. So that is the remnant flux density or residual flux density for which we get some amount of flux will be present in the field system, even if the field current is zero. Okay, বুঝতে পেরেছো? মানে এই কন্ডিশনটা থাকলেও due to this magnetic retentivity, the flux will not be zero. It will be some finite value. Okay, and that will help to generate the first voltage, because though it is a very low value, but all the other things are constant. Okay, got my point? So this voltage may be very small, but still it will have some finite voltage. Got my point? Now this voltage will generate some field current, because the first voltage that is generated by the residual flux phi 0 will generate some voltage, and that will generate some field current by this expression. Because in case of shunt, you just see that here you have the voltage. What is the voltage here? Here the voltage is EA. The EA voltage is now across the field circuit, which is having the resistance of RF. Now what will be the field current now?
EA by RF.
So that means the field current that will generate first, that will be EA0 by RF. That is the first field current that will be generated by the EA0. That is the residual voltage, you can say. Okay. Now what this field current will do? Let me know. So we have generated some voltage as well as some field current, though it is very small. Now what will be the next step? What this field current will do? Try to answer this. এই যে ফিল্ড কারেন্টটা তৈরি হলো, এটা কি করবে?
Field current will create more magnetic flux.
So that means this will generate MMF, and due to that MMF, we'll get additional magnetic flux. Correct. So we'll get additional magnetic flux. Suppose phi 1. So this field current will generate phi 1. But there was already some flux. Now there are two possibilities. Either the new flux will be added with phi 0, or we can place this phi 0 before because that is already there. So let us take here. So either the new phi 1 can be added with the existing residual flux, or it can be subtracted. So if it is subtracted, then the net amount will be again reduced. So that will not be the helpful. Okay, but if it is added, then the net flux will get more. কি তাই না? এই নেট ফ্লাক্সটা তো আগের চেয়ে বাড়বে না? বুঝতে পেরেছো? Now what this flux will do? This flux will generate a new MMF, new EMF as per this equation. You see, in this equation, you have flux. So when you will put this flux in this equation, your EA1 will be increased. So that means if EA1 and EA0 I compare, that EA1 will be increased compared to the EA0 value. Okay. And this EA1 again will generate another field current which is more than IF0. Isn't it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
And then this field current will generate phi2, which is again more than phi1. And therefore the phi1, phi2 prime will be more than phi1 prime. So in this way, there will be a build-up process of the voltage and the current and the flux. Isn't it? এইভাবে জিনিসটা বাড়তে থাকবে. So there will be a cumulative increase in voltage, in field current, and in flux values. Got my point? Okay, so that means if I want to show it in a similar graph where I have field current in the x-axis and voltage in the y-axis, how it will look like? So initially the field current was 0, but still we are getting some voltage, and that voltage is EA0. Isn't it? So the first point, where should I show? In the vertical axis, because in spite of IF becomes 0, we are getting some amount of residual voltage, that is EA0. And that EA0 will generate some field current. How? এই EA0 টা কিভাবে field current তৈরি করছে? Let me know quickly. The first generated voltage or induced voltage EA0, how it is generating some field current?
So by providing voltage.
What is the relation?
Sir, EA generates flux and then due to
No,
flux,
EA
current is
flux এর জন্য না, that EA0, this is the expression I want. So EA0 কি করে field current তৈরি করছে? By this RF. Okay, so that means we should draw some line which is called the RF line. এই লাইনটার স্লোপটা কি? This slope is RF. Because you know that it is basically your Ohm's law, isn't it? EA0 equals to IF. তাই তো নাকি? EA0 equals to RF into IA0. IF0.
yes, sir.
এটা কি রকম লাইন হবে? What type of line it will be? It will be a straight line, na, passing through the origin.
Yes, sir.
And what is the gradient of this line? RF only? Okay.
RF, sir, RF.
Okay, and from this line only we can get, actually if I draw a horizontal line where it will intercept in the RF line, and then if we draw a vertical line, here I will get the IF0. Am I right?
Yes.
That means who is deciding this IF0 from EA0? IA0 টা কত হবে, EA0 টা পেলে সেটা কে ডিসাইড করছে? দ্য RF, দ্য রেজিস্ট্যান্স ভ্যালু। ভোল্টেজ এত হলে কারেন্টটা এত হবে। হু ইজ ডিসাইডিং দ্যাট? দ্য ভ্যালু অফ দ্য ফিল্ড রেজিস্ট্যান্স RF। সো দ্যাট আই ওয়ান্ট টু নো। বুঝতে পেরেছো? বাট ফিল্ড কারেন্ট এটা হলে ভোল্টেজ এটা হবে। হু ইজ ডিসাইডিং দ্যাট? If this is the field current, that will be the open circuit voltage or the induced voltage. Who is deciding that? Is this the same expression? Which expression I want to? Which expression?
Yes. Z by P pi.
Correct. So that means we are basically here two expressions. So that you listen carefully. So one equation is EA equals to ZA by A P N into some function of field current, isn't it? And this function is not a linear function, that you have understood. Another expression that is very much linear, because that is basically comes from the Ohm's law, and that is RF into IF. Am I right? Whether we are getting these two expressions for deciding factor. So this is the line 1 and this is the line 2. So the RF line already I have drawn. What should be the line as per the curve 1? Expression 1 এর লাইনটা কি হবে? Just let me know. So there are two expression or two equation. As per this two equation, two line we can draw. The second expression is very much clear that it is just a straight line, expression of straight line passing through the origin that we have already drawn. But what will be the next or the first equation, line for the first equation?
Magnetization curve.
sir. Magnetization curve, sir.
Okay, so that will be magnetization curve, but that will start from, not from origin, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. From EA0, sir.
From EA0.
That will not start from origin as in case of separately excited. So this is basically the open circuit characteristic. You all know that the equation number 1 is basically the open circuit characteristic. So this is your open circuit characteristics, where we plot this induced voltage with respect to field current as per this equation. So that is the open circuit characteristics on. And then this is the simple RF line as per the Ohm's law. Okay, so that means how we'll decide what will be the voltage as per this IF0. This IF0, then we'll draw a vertical line here. So this point will be your EF1. Dekho EF1, sorry, EA1. Na? So this will be your EA1. And as per this EA1, again we'll draw an horizontal line where it will intercept. It will give you IF1. Okay, the IF1 হবে na? It's IF1. And this IF1 again, it will intercept here. It will give you EA2. EA2. And this will be IF2. So in this way, it will be built up. Initially, small step. Got this point? So this is how there is a voltage build up and a DC shunt generator. So all these points will get. So I have only drawn a few points. So this is IF3 and this is EA3. This is IF4, EA4. So this is In this way, the voltage will be built up. But voltage will not build up after this point. Okay. So after this point, the voltage will not build up. That is not that the voltage curve is getting saturated. It is not. That is because these two lines are intercepting at that point. Got my point? এই যে আমি বললাম যে the voltage will not increase further after this point. That is not because your saturation is there. The voltage is getting saturated there. Because the saturation is not a straight line. So after that point also there will be a slow increase in voltage. But in this case, the voltage will not increase further. That is because, not because of the saturation. Remember, not because of the saturation. That is because of the two straight lines are getting divergent after that. এই পয়েন্টের পর এই দুটো স্ট্রেট লাইন ডাইভার্জ, sorry, not straight line, two curves are getting diverged. So therefore we will not get any solution point. Okay. Got it? কি বুঝতে পারছো সবাই? Suppose you have two equation, y equals to okay, you can draw these two equation in this curve. So one can be this. So let us start from C. Okay, anyway, C1 can be 0 also. Anyway, so one can be this, another can be this. So that means if two straight lines, these are not same or proportional, this M1 by M2 and C1 by C2, then they must intercept at some point, isn't it? Suppose this is C1 and this is C2. And this is your M1 and this is your M2. Am I right? So here also we are having two curves and they are intercepting at a point. So, and this point, therefore, it is called the stable voltage point. All the other voltage are called unstable voltage point. Because once the voltage build-up will start, the voltage will not stop any point except this stable voltage point. Got my point? এটাকে আমরা স্টেবল ভোল্টেজ কেন বলছি? তার কারণ হচ্ছে এই ভোল্টেজ বিল্ড আপ প্রসেসটা যখন শুরু হবে, it will be an autonomous process. You don't have any control on that. It will be build up and it will stop at this stable voltage point only. Nowhere except this stable voltage point. আর কোথাও এটা থামবে না. Not at EA1, not at EA2, not at EA3, not at EA4, not at EA5. It will not stop anywhere. It will only stop at the stable voltage point because that is the intersection between the two lines. One is a straight line as per the equation 2, another is a curved line as per the equation 1. Okay, so that is only the solution point. Okay, it is also called the operating point. Anyway, now এটা বুঝতে কারো অসুবিধা হলে বলো. If you don't understand, then you just ask me. এই জায়গাটা যদি কারো বুঝতে অসুবিধা হয় জিজ্ঞেস করো।
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so no doubt. Okay. Then you just tell me that if I now change the resistance, field resistance, what will happen? Suppose I am changing the resistance, field resistance from its initial value. And what will happen then? Because I have a rheostat, you see that rheostat is there in series with the field circuit. So I can increase the field resistance by that rheostat. So if I increase the field resistance by that rheostat, that means the RF will increase, the net RF field resistance will increase. Now what will happen in this particular curve if the RF is increased? What will be the change in these two lines, in these two curves?
RF যদি স্যার বাড়ে তাহলে স্লোপ বাড়বে, আর যদি স্লাইটলি বাড়ে তাহলে ইয়ে কি থাকবে কিন্তু IF টা কমে যাবে।
The RF, I'm increasing RF. What will happen? The slope will increase, isn't it? Correct. The slope will increase. খুব সোজাভাবে বলতে গেলে resistance is the gradient of the line, the resistance line, isn't it? So if I increase the resistance, the slope will increase. So instead of this slope, I will get this slope. So if this is as per the RF, this will be as per the RF prime, because RF prime is more than RF. Now you just let me know whether we'll get the same stable voltage point for RF prime. RF prime এর জন্য কি আমি একই stable voltage point এ থাকতে পারবো, না অন্য stable voltage point আমি পাবো?
না,
So I will get a new stable voltage point, that is this one, because now the point of interception is getting changed. As I've already mentioned, the stable voltage point is basically the point of interception between these two curves or these two lines as per equation number 1 and 2. তাহলে equation number 1 টা সেম থাকলে equation number 2 টা তো এখানে চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে due to the perturbation in RF. Okay, that means that will change. Correct. Now I am increasing the RF further. Okay, suppose I'm increasing the RF like this. A new RF. I'm increasing this RF such that the linear portion of the open circuit characteristics now become tangent with the RF line. মানে RF টাকে এমন ভ্যালুতে বাড়িয়েছি যাতে ওপেন সার্কিট ক্যারেক্টারিস্টিক্স এর যে লিনিয়ার পোরশনটা সেটার সাথে RF লাইনটা ট্যানজেন্ট হয়ে যায়। Now what will happen? This is very important point if you could understand this.
স্যার তাহলে তো ইএমএফ ইনডিউসড হবে না, তার কারণ ক্রিটিক্যাল রেজিস্ট্যান্সটা বেশি হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
আমি critical resistance I have not defined. I don't know what is critical resistance. I don't know anything about the critical resistance.
স্যার কার্ভের সাথে তো ইন্টারসেক্টই করবে না।
না, কার্ভেচার ইন্টারসেক্ট করছে তো, ওই ট্যানজেন্টিয়াল তো,
মানে একটা পয়েন্ট ট্যানজেন্ট,
ওখানে ইএমএফ তৈরি হবে, এর থেকে বেশি বাড়ালে আর ইএমএফ তৈরি হবে।
হ্যাঁ, তাহলে ট্যানজেন্ট মানে কি ইন্টারসেপ্ট করছে না?
মানে একটা পয়েন্টে টাচ করছে তো ওটা শুধু।
Suppose
F2.
suppose the two coefficient of these two lines M1 and M2, C1 and C2, if they are proportional, then what we get? How many solutions we get? Huh? Bolo?
So no solution.
Is it so?
So for the two straight lines, so they will be parallel, so it's not intersect.
But parallel at the same time, here they are tangent.
So infinite.
Correct. Correct. So we'll get infinite number of solutions. You see, there are many intercept points here, here. So up to this, there are many interception points. Okay, so there are many several interception point where we can call it. If I take the number of points, you all know that if it is a region of a straight line, then we have infinite number of points. So that means if RF2 becomes the tangent of the OCC curve, then we'll get infinite number of solutions, or we'll get infinite number of stable voltage. What does it mean? That means the voltage can be anywhere in this region. Voltage can be EA4, voltage can be EA3, voltage can be EA2, voltage can be EA1, or any EA. What does it mean practically? বলো প্র্যাকটিক্যালি এটা মানে কি? আমরা যে কোনো ভোল্টেজ পেতে পারি between EA1 and EA4, because whole the region of OCC now become tangent with RF double prime. What does it mean? What that means that we'll not get any stable voltage at all. My voltage will fluctuate between the EA1 and EA4. So I will get basically an unstable voltage. Okay, so the voltage can be any value. That means it will fluctuate. It will not show a particular value. Okay, so that means we are getting unstable voltage. So this particular value of field resistance for which we are getting an unstable voltage, for which the straight line corresponding to the RF becomes tangent to the OCC curve, is called the critical field resistance. So we can call it now critical field resistance. So that is the definition. So what is the definition? The value of the field resistance for which the field resistance line becomes tangent to the open circuit characteristics curve. Okay, so that particular value of field resistance is called the critical field resistance, RFC. And if we increase the field resistance further, then what will happen? We are increasing this further. That is RF3, RF triple prime. What will happen now? We will get unstable voltage point or something else.
No, sir, there is no intersection, so there will be no.
Correct. So there will be no interception bola jabe na. There will be no interception other than the residual voltage or very close voltage for the residual voltage. The residual voltage er কাছাকাছি একটা ভোল্টেজে ওটা intercept করবে. So that means we will get the voltage near about the residual voltage. Am I right? Other than that, we will not get any other interception point. Therefore, the voltage build-up will not be possible. if the field resistance of the field circuit of the generator becomes more than the critical field resistance value, then voltage buildup will not be possible. Got it? কি বুঝতে পেরেছো সবাই? Let me know. This is very important point, and we get several numerical problems on this. So if you don't understand, let me know. So here just we are changing one line. This particular line we are changing by changing this particular value, that is the field resistance. Okay, এই ভ্যালুটা চেঞ্জ করে করে আমরা এই লাইনটাকে চেঞ্জ করছি, keeping the OCC same. Okay, so let me know if you have any doubt. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Any? It's okay. Anyway, next. Then I will change this line. How we can change this line? Can anybody tell me? What are the things in our hand to change that line? Huh? So that means we can change this line by this particular variable. In the last class, I told you that we have two variables in this. One is the field current, another is the speed. So field current already we have taken as an independent variable. Okay, now we will take another independent variable, that is speed. The speed of the machine will change. So what will happen? If the speed of the machine will change, for open circuit, what was the speed? Open circuit এর জন্য স্পিডটা কি থাকে? In the last class I mentioned that is the rated speed of the machine. That is the nameplate speed of the machine. Suppose at the nameplate it is mentioned that the rated speed is 1150 rpm. For an example, 1150 rpm. So for open circuit characteristics, the speed will be 1150 rpm only. So that is the rated speed. Now what I am doing, I am changing the speed. Okay, so I am changing the speed, that means I am reducing the speed rather from the rated value. How we can do that? By reducing the prime mover speed. What is prime mover? That I also mentioned. আমি যদি এবার স্পিডটাকে কমিয়ে দিই, আগে যে স্পিডটা ছিল তার থেকে আমি কমিয়ে দিই, তাহলে কি ইএ লাইনটা চেঞ্জ হবে? হলে কি রকম ভাবে হবে? How the EA line will modify after reducing the speed, prime mover speed? Bolo. Any idea? In this particular state, you just see this line. If I change the n, what will change? Other things are constant. So what will change basically?
So the EA will change, so the curve will become flat.
So the
Slope will decrease.
দেখো ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে, এইটা যদি একটা স্ট্রেট লাইন হতো, এই লাইনটা যদি একটা স্ট্রেট লাইন হতো, সাপোজ EA1 and n is also constant. হ্যাঁ, so it was a straight line like this for rated field current যদি হতো, তাহলে এখন কি হচ্ছে, এটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাচ্ছে EA equals to অন্য একটা কনস্ট্যান্ট, because n is now changed, the n is now changed. এই লাইনটা হয়ে যাচ্ছে। তাহলে what is the relation between the kr prime and kr? কোন কনস্ট্যান্টটা বেশি? This is corresponding to NR, and this is corresponding to some speed which is less than NR. So which constant is less?
K prime.
Kr prime, তাই না? তাহলে the curve will be similar nature, but the initial slope of the OCC curve will now less steeper, isn't it? That we can say. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it will be similar, but it will be less steeper. For this, N prime.
So means the height decreases of the saturation.
No, that is not the saturation basically. Saturation টা decrease করবে না। এটা তো slowly increase করছে এইভাবে। The point of interception will change.
Okay.
বুঝতে পারছো? Okay, so you are saying not the saturation. The saturation will not change. So the point of interception will be here. Okay, so the point of interception will be this, because it has changed to this point, this value. Now, further I am reducing the speed to N double prime, and the speed curve becomes this. Remember, here I am not changing the field resistance. Field resistance is constant here. Only I am changing the speed. So this was corresponding to your N prime, and this curve, new curve I have drawn, corresponding to N double prime. Okay. Now what is the field resistance line here? কোন লাইনে field resistance এখন আছে for this situation? Let me know. We have RF only, okay? And we have this speed. Now what will be the stable voltage point here? For this combination RF and N double prime. For N double prime, the OCC is this. This is the OCC. And for RF, this is the state line. Now, what will be the stable voltage point, or what will be the point of interception in this particular case? বলতে পারবে?
So it's tangential. So
Infinite solution.
Again, we'll get the infinite solution, isn't it? Correct. So again, we'll get the infinite solution, because though here the field resistance line is not getting changed, but as the slope of the OCC curve is getting reduced, at some point, at some value of the speed, the new OCC line can become a tangent to the field resistance line. Okay. And again, there will get the infinite solution, infinite point of interception, or the unstable voltage point. Okay. So this value of field, the speed is termed as a critical speed. And if we decrease the speed, if we reduce the speed further, if you reduce the speed further, like this, what you will get? That means your speed is still less than NC, critical speed. What you will get? তাহলে আমাদের কি ভোল্টেজটা পাবো, কোন ভোল্টেজ লাইনটা পাবো বা পয়েন্টটা পাবো?
Residual voltage point.
That means then also we'll get no other point other than the residual voltage point. So only the residual voltage then we will get. So if the speed is still less than the critical speed. So I think these definitions are okay. The critical field resistance and the critical speed. Is it okay? Now we can say there are two conditions. Okay, if it doesn't satisfy that, there may not be any voltage build up in a DC shunt generator. What are the two conditions? Can anybody sum up? From this discussion, we got two conditions. If the machine doesn't satisfy that, the voltage build up may not be possible. What are the two conditions?
So the speed of the prime mover must be greater than the critical speed, and the field resistance must be less than the critical resistance value.
Correct. The field resistance must be less than the critical field resistance value, and the speed of the machine must be greater than the critical speed. So these two are the conditions. If machine doesn't satisfy these two conditions, then the voltage build-up process that I have mentioned, the voltage build-up process will be hampered, will not take place. Okay. So these are the two other conditions are also there, but I will discuss that. So these two are the major two conditions. Now another thing I already told you at the beginning itself, that when the first flux, okay, where I mentioned, okay, so this point, right? So look at this point. So there are two possibilities, that the flux which we are getting from the field current may negate the residual flux or may aid the residual flux. So which is preferable for voltage build-up? বুঝতে পেরেছো? একটাতে হতে পারে যে ফিল্ড কারেন্টের জন্য যে ফ্লাক্সটা তৈরি হচ্ছে সেইটা রেসিডুয়াল ফ্লাক্সের সাথে অ্যাডিটিভ হয়ে গেল, আর একটা কন্ডিশন হতে পারে সেটা সাবট্রাকটিভ হয়ে গেল। তাহলে কোন কন্ডিশন, which condition is preferable for voltage build-up? Let me know. From there also we'll get another condition.
Addition होता है.
It should be additive. Okay. So the two fluxes must be additive, so that we can get increase, cumulative increase in the flux values and thereby the voltage values. Okay. Now if that is subtractive, then what we can do? Suppose if that is subtractive, then what we can do? Got my point? What I'm asking? এটা যদি সাবট্রাকটিভ হয় তাহলে তুমি কি করবে? Suppose your field winding is like this. Field winding you cannot change, na? You cannot open the machine and you can change the field winding. Suppose this is your flux. Okay, due to this, okay, so this is the current, field current. Okay, so this is the phi1, and the existing flux, that is the residual flux, already that is there. That means these two are the negative or subtractive. opposing each other, then the voltage build-up is not possible. Then what we can do?
Reverse the terminal.
Okay, so that means instead of the direction of the current, we have to change. That instead of this direction, we should go for this direction, so that the flux will be like this. And for that, what we have to do? We have to change the field terminals. We have to change the field terminals. Got my point? So suppose this combination, this F1 and F2 combination is giving phi 0 minus phi 1. So if I connect F2 here and F1 here, that will give me, definitely that will give me F0 plus F1. Got my point? So that means the third condition of voltage build-up is the field connection should be proper, so that the flux due to the field current and the residual flux aid each other. That is the third condition. And what is the fourth condition? Fourth condition is very simple. There must be some residual flux. There must be some residual flux. Otherwise, the story will not begin. Golpoi shuru hobe na. If there is no phi 0, isn't it? If there is no phi 0, then there will be nothing. So no voltage build up. So these are the four conditions for voltage build up in a DC shunt generator. If you don't understood any of the points, you can ask me.
Sir, if the flux is the opposite to the residual flux, will it not destroy the residual flux?
No, it will not destroy, because once again, if you start the machine and you stop the machine, then again it will restore that residual flux. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions? Can anybody sum up the four conditions? For voltage build up? Anyone? All the four conditions? No one.
Sir, there should be residual magnetism. Second, the field resistance should be more than critical resistance.
So less
the
than.
speed should be
Less than.
Greater than the critical speed.
Field
Less than.
Field resistance should be less than the critical field resistance. Speed should be greater than the critical speed.
Yes, sir.
Greater than the critical speed.
And another condition, the fourth one.
The flux should be additive in nature.
Now, how do you ensure that? The field connection must be proper. The field connection must be proper so that the flux produced by the field current can be additive with the residual flux. So these are the four conditions that must be fulfilled to get any voltage build up in a DC shunt generator. Okay? কি বুঝতে পেরেছো? তাহলে DC shunt generator open circuit characteristics and the separately excited generator open circuit characteristics. Can you tell me the difference? Anybody? or any point you want to mention here about two OCCs. One OCC we obtained for the separately excited DC machine that I discussed in the last class. Another OCC we obtained today for shunt excited DC generator. Do you want to say anything about these two? Any comments? Okay, so I'm just asking you a question. You just try to answer this in the next class. That the OCC that we can draw for a separately excited DC generator, can we draw the OCC for shunt machine? আমরা যে ওসিসিটা ড্র করেছিলাম সেপারেটলি এক্সাইটেড জেনারেটরের ক্ষেত্রে, শান্টের জন্য কি এরকম একটা ওসিসি ড্র করতে পারি practically can we draw an OCC curve for shunt excited DC generator or not?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, there must be residual flux in case of shunt motor. Like here, the residual flux is.
No, suppose in a separately excited motor also, generator also, there is some residual flux at the beginning. Okay, I assume there is no flux. Suppose there are also some residual flux at the beginning. Because as you know that the same machine can be operated as a separately excited and a shunt generator. Then it will start from here. এটা এখান থেকে স্টার্ট না করে এখান থেকে স্টার্ট করতে, এইভাবে গিয়ে এটার সাথে ম্যাচ করে। This is the residual flux. So there is no difference. That
separately excited, a different voltage is used. Voltage divider is used to excite the field. And
okay. So here also here we are not okay. So another possibility in separately excited mode also we can use the this variable resistance mode that we have used for the shunt motor. এটা করা যেত। আমরা এখানে পোটেনশিয়াল ডিভাইডার মোড করেছি, তার কারণ হচ্ছে আমাদের যে এক্সপেরিমেন্টটা আছে সেই এক্সপেরিমেন্টে আমরা পোটেনশিয়াল ডিভাইডার মোডটা সেপারেটলি এক্সাইটেড এর জন্য ইউজ করি, সেই জন্য করেছি। কেউ যদি চাও এটা একটা টার্মিনাল লুজ করে দেবে, মানে এটা ডিসকানেক্ট করে দেবে, that also is he can do. This can also be done. Then it will be a variable resistance mode. That is not the exact difference. Other thing, the practical thing you just try to observe. Okay, practically difference টা কোথায়? আজকে অ্যানসার দিতে হবে কোনো কথা নেই। This is today already it is 2:15, 2:16. So this answer I will ask you this question in the next class. দেখি কতজন দিতে পারো। Practical aspects. Think about the practical aspects. Whether we can draw, my question is whether we can draw an OCC curve in case of shunt DC generator or not. If it is not at straightforward, by any means we can accomplish that or not. Okay, so that is my question. Anyway, so thank you very much. So